Things really key, guys. Go vote. Who's gonna take this serious?
Yeah, this is incredibly interesting as we are now. I've now reset it yet again, and we are here. Oh my God! We have Golden, who's going to be the Red Zerg. He is the one who was victorious with the Nidus Network in the last game, and will he build another drone? Yes, he will, so we're not going to have a 7 pool. He is going to be going up against the blue Protoss, Stardust.LighT, who lost last game to a 7 pool. You all should go vote at xanderfever.tv/vote and let us know who you think is going to be winning, because this series is absolutely redonkulous, and I do say that in complete sincerity and non-joking aside, as this PvZ has been completely atypical and 100% entertaining.
Yeah, it's so refreshing to see, being excited about a PvZ. And I am, and yeah, I was paying definite attention to the Zerg player. I was like, I'm not gonna miss an early pull again, I swear. But he's not gonna go for it. And Ohana, uh, I mean, this it's game number 5. It's Ohana. We have a Protoss player versus a Zerg player. I'm thinking that maybe Stardust is going to rely on that 2 base Immortal all-in. It's just so nice on this map and very effective closer for a best of 5.
Yeah, with this small ramp that comes out of natural expansion and your possibility of doing double-pronged attacks, or at the very least shutting down the Zerg from trying to attack along both patterns with a force field, can be devastating.
Exactly. But once again, the Zerg player also knows this, so he knows to be wary of it. He knows to, make sure to suicide his overlords and at the right times to make sure at least he knows to be able to defend correctly. Now, will we see just regular style from Golden, fast 3 into Roaches and Infestors, or we will see him mix it up again with some mutas? It didn't work when he went for it in game number 3 or 2, I believe, but it's possible he could go for it again.
Yeah, so now running around this natural expansion is a Nexus first coming out from Stardust, so it's I kind of find it interesting that he's not going for a Forge first on this map. I think it's a little bit safer, even though a lot of players still go for the Nexus first. I just don't like the fact that you're kind of depending on getting that wall down in time. I just feel like it's an unnecessary risk.
It's a little bit of a different base. The natural is a lot like wider, so that front, it's a lot more in front from your Nexus than any other, or from most other maps. So yeah, I kind of agree with you. But Stardust feels pretty safe. I would say that he knows Golden's gonna play safe, but there was a 7 pull last game. But did he scout yet?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Okay, so yeah, he knows he's safe. He's fine.
Yep. But this is a game number 5, and there's very rarely incredibly risky, dangerous, cheesy play in a game number 5 and deciding best of 5 when you're trying to get to the Intel Extreme Masters.
Yeah, you should tell it the Squirtle.
Oh God.
Don't worry, man. MVP's not gonna choose you. Oh yeah. I'm actually really sad. Squirtle's one of my favorite players. I couldn't help it. Drone's actually being pulled to get this probe. That's weird, but they do get it, so congratulations to the 4 drone hit squad. And the game does go. Oh, what? He canceled his. Was that a second gateway or was that a 7x core?
It was a gateway.
Oh,
He used the
okay.
gateway for the wall.
Alright, that makes much sense. I was like, oh my god. What is this build? It's not a build.
Yeah, the Sunrise Square actually built it inside his main base right now. He's going to use a
Yeah.
pylon at his natural to complete this area. And oh, that Zergling started the animation for the attack from the photon cannon and then got out of the range. That is clutch.
Yeah, it's always cool to see that. He goes in again, gets hit just once, sees a zealot that pops out, but yeah, he's not really much going to be any more scouting going on, at least at the front, and that is where Stardust decides to put his Stargate, but there's no guarantee that a Zergling isn't going to suicide itself in, like right now. Oh, he doesn't see it.
Doesn't see it though. That's the big thing. And now this other one, but will he click on it? He sees Vision. Will he click? There he clicks. Now he gets the nice little bar around, so he knows that the Stargate is coming in, and that just makes you wonder why he put it there.
Yeah, I mean, it might be something like Stardust is used to, the Zergling coming in and then backing off, and then no other Zergling coming in, so that's what he's used to. And then alternatively, Golden might study Stardust play and say, hey, you usually put your things there, so I'm going to make sure to repeatedly put Lings in. And it's just the mind games that happen in professional play, since they know each other, can be, like, really intricate.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I love watching teammates play. because you know they've played against each other a bunch. You know they talk about the strategies. You know that their major lives are together within the StarCraft game, and when you have them playing a best of series, some weird things can happen to try and get the win.
Yeah, definitely. Like this pawn position from Stardust, making sure to get some nice coverage on the lower ground for any warp-ins, emergency warp-ins, what have you. Will he get the third base? There he goes, finally populating the two gases. And this, Ohana is another map where the Zerg players are going to guarantee vision on the natural gases, which really helps him out. But, actually Golden's not doing it, but Golden is still suiciding at 740, seeing, hey, you have any gateways? No. And, just going to defend this Stargate attack, and that's it.
Yeah, because I mean, once you see that Stargate, you start thinking, am I going to get hit by a 4-gate +1 Zealot attack? But there was no upgrades on the 4, so he's like, alright, cool. It's going to be a faster attack coming with non-upgraded Zealots and a Void Ray. No, there isn't, because there's no other gateways. But the interesting thing is the Robo that was thrown down by Stardust.
Yeah, so it does look like he's probably just going to play off of this, go into another macro game. He hasn't done a two-base timing yet, has he?
No, he's always been going for that third base, and he's going for the third base yet again.
Yeah, so I guess he's not, very fond of him, but this can be very difficult. Hana's another difficult map to actually cover that multi-pronged aggression from a Zerg player. And, if Golden's going to go for that super aggressive Roach style, I would prefer this map to the Antigua map where he did that.
Yeah, now with this, this is going to be a dead Zergling, not Zergling drone, that's what it's called. But these queens are going to be a little under fire, but with 4 of them, they are just in no danger whatsoever. The Void Ray does take a little bit of damage, and the only kill, I think, was just a drone kill on that. So Stardust has killed a couple drones, but nothing crazy. And now we're going to see the save play from Golden, taking down the rocks, making sure he doesn't get caught off guard and be unable to defend his third.
Absolutely, and Stardust should think about doing that too. Unfortunately, his ground army is a little low because he did go for that Stargate play, but he has stopped it. He's just going up to Colossus, and this is the first time that we've seen mid-game Colossus from Stardust, I think.
Yeah, I think this is actually a really good strategy to go for, the surprise factor against Golden, trying to take him out, as this is a little more normal Protoss play, but it's atypical of what we've seen from Stardust, and it might be enough to catch Golden off guard.
It might be, and it also could just be that this might be the most effective way to deal with any hyper aggression that can happen on Ohana. But Stardust is looking in a very good position. His upgrades this game a lot less as powerful than his last 4 games or last 3 games, excluding the 7 pool. So at least his upgrades this time, the Zerg player doesn't have to worry about it nearly as much.
But there is going to be a much more tech focus going down with the Colossi, and maybe that'll be enough to just sort of be the deviation he needs. Because the winner of this game is going to go on to the semi-finals, and just so we can know exactly who they could be playing up against, they're playing against the winner between Killer and Sarovati, which has happened, but I don't want to spoil, so it's going to be the winner of either Killer or Sarovati.
Okay. We do have some creep being cleared up with this Void Ray, so at least using that Void Ray for something, and he actually keeping it alive and dealing a lot of damage to the most important creep tumors. So very nice by him. And, back at his base, just macroing up, really. So very nice usage of Stargate play, pushing forward, keeping the Zerg in the base, getting good scouting information, and just playing a nice macro game back at home.
Yeah, but we see a nice little wall of happening. Oh, wait, actually, never mind, because that's a hole to the left of that wall, I believe. So that third base of Stardust, I don't think is quite defended, unless that tree is somehow Zergling-proof.
I think that foliage is Zergling-proof.
That's really odd. Leaves can definitely be ripped apart by Zergling claws.
Maybe Zerglings don't like nature.
They just shy away from nature. It's like, we want Char back.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's where they grew up on. They hate green stuff. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it is. That might be something at Stardust. That might be the one thing where he messes up, like we were talking about. Did they actually practice this 15 times on a map, or can they actually mess up and have to kill a gateway?
It's happened. It has happened. No one is purely the perfect person. Some people are actually fallible.
Don't say that. There's some Flash fans in the, in the
sorry,
chat.
sorry. I'm sorry. God is infallible. I will give you that one.
Oh, okay, so Phoenix is going in here, taking some shots from the spores, but getting some drone kills as well. It's currently 11 drones killed for Stardust, but, Golden's still at a pretty healthy number, 69 drones versus 74 probes, actually, so Stardust just playing an epic macro game, getting a fairly early fourth, too.
But that's going to get shut down by these links. No way
Yeah.
that's going to be allowed to live, and he's going to cancel it. Look at that very late cancel, and there we have the Colossi doing a couple swipes against those links, but they don't really get anything killed, really. These are zero
No.
kill Colossi that encountered a bunch of links. That's very, very, very weird.
Well, does Stardust know he's seen the hive, right? Because the phoenixes were harassing. Does he see the spire? No, no. There it is.
Yep,
Yeah, he
Spire.
doesn't see it at all.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, but maybe you'll infer that it's there from seeing the hive, because you don't really get ultras in CVP normally. I have seen it
Yeah.
gone for, and I've seen it work also, but it is very, very risky. But this is a really healthy count of spine crawlers, and those are 3 unrooted spine crawlers. Why are they not rooting?
Oh, that's definitely a misclick. Some Zerglings attacking, trying to deny the fourth once more, but I don't, the Stardust really didn't have to pull back at that point. He could have continued forward, but he did deny it for at least, deny the push up for at least like a few seconds. But Golden, is his Broodlords finished? Yeah, they are. So he's actually pretty nice right now. He's in kind of a good infestor account. It's not that huge death ball that you're used to, and we're gonna see Stardust's harassment style come into play now.
Yeah, and the Voidray is going to start kicking into it, kill off this extractor, apparently. I mean, it's outside of range of the spore crawler, so
Yeah.
it is a good area to attack if you can attack something. Broodlords cannot shoot up, but we are going to see some fungals going down now, and that should be enough to kill off the Voidray. Will it be the death of the Voidray or the death of the extractor first? It looks like the Voidray will fall.
Oh, the extractor lives. And we joke about it, but killing off an extractor at this stage in the game when they're trying to go up to Grid Lord, it can be very stressful for the Zerg player. Oh, Observer actually being killed. Very nice by him. And Golden is on 4 bases right now, so he's at a pretty nice point in the game. But Stardust is too. Stardust getting his Mothership out now, getting his High Templar, and his High Templar usage, as we've seen, is really, really great. So they're both actually very nice to set up for the late game.
Yeah, the mothership about to complete is going to be very huge, but it's got to get its energy up. Golden right now has got a nice count of Broodlords, and we're going to see a big engagement shortly. Just a matter of who feels as if they can get that better angle of attack. That's going to be really pivotal. Are the Broodlords going to spread enough? Are the Fungals going to land? Are the Lings going to end up being worthless? Going to die instantaneously? Will these changes give enough vision? There's so many variables on this map right now that it's going to be very interesting to see when they engage.
Yep, Warp Prism warping in one Zealot, but a Corruptor and Lings are on the way, so that does not work out. He should be getting more. Yep, one does start here. So he's going to continue on with this Warp Prism play. It's very effective, has been very effective for him in the past, but his army is just looking very nice. He needs to buy a little more time, like as you said. The Mothership does need time to gain some energy. And is it? Oh, there it is, yeah. So it needs just actually a few more seconds, and he should be ready if he wants to engage the Zerg army.
Oh, and Golden's pushing forward, but look at these Broodlords clumped up in a perfect little area to get vortexed, and they're right on top of those infestors. Because sometimes it's even better to fungal the, to vortex the infestors than it is to vortex the Broodlords, as the immobilization from the fungal is really important. But now we have Lynx attacking the 4th base from Stardust. They're going to take down all of the cannons, or they're just going to leave one alive because they're kind enemies.
Oh wow, they actually take down the 4th. So that's pretty bad for Stardust right there. Unfortunately, he didn't have any room in his supply to actually warp in any Zealots, and that can happen in late game versus Protoss. They go and warp in, and hey, your supply blocked. Sorry. So he needs to make sure in the future to not let that happen. But his army's still very nice,
Now we're just going to have some supply being released through the Zealot harass that is failing utterly at the 3rd base.
Yeah, his harass hasn't been that great this game. Unfortunately, he hasn't gotten up to like 2 or 3 warp prisms, which you sometimes see. But I guess it is all just going to come down to the engagement in the middle. Who can win the one big engagement with vortexes and archons and all types of fungals and good stuff.
Well, let's see if we have Neural Parasite. We do have Neural Parasite. The Vortex could theoretically go onto the Protoss army if we see really solid Vortex down there. But looking around, those changelings are going to go get slaughtered.
Oh my god, another Ling run by, gonna deny the fourth once more. He keeps on trying to get like a billion cannons to deny this, and it's actually gonna be enough this time, so never mind.
Wait, no, they're out of range!
Oh man. That sucks, because that Nexus was like almost completely finished too, so
Yeah.
hopefully this time this is enough cannons.
Oh, that hurts so much. But we do see another Nexus going down mid-right, this time with even more cannons to support it right off the bat, because cannons. And that's all you need to know, just because cannons.
Just because cannons, they're pretty good. But they are, it's at this point in this game where they can just start banking a lot of money because they're capped for a very long time, so why not just put it into static defenses that'll really help you out later.
Oh, and Golden now gets his expansion kill on the left, but 300 minerals at this point is not that big a deal, unless you look at the fact that Protoss has a ton more bank than Zerg.
Yeah, that's never a good thing to see when you're a Zerg player, when you look at the replay and you're like, oh, but fortunately you can't know it now. Stardust, his mothership's at full. The problem is that Protoss players are very uneasy actually attacking into a Zerg, so they really want to wait until the Zerg comes to them. And actually he's attacking right now, but the spines are going to be rooted. Yeah, he doesn't want to push into that.
Amazing. Actually, he's forcing out a lot of the energy from those infestors, and the infested Terran kills off a queen as well.
Very nice. Luckily, Zealots in the left side have been denying that fifth rather religiously, but oh my god, so many Terrans going down at the fourth. He really does not like to spoil the Stardust.
Wow, this is kind of odd, but the infestors move so slowly, they're not going to be able to kill off this Nexus.
Yeah, they aren't, and they actually just took an additional amount of damage unnecessarily.
Yeah, they could have taken down every single one of those cannons without any difficulty, and
oh my god.
They sacrifice. But they draw the army. Oh, and we see the vortex. This is a perfect bolt of vortex. We see one vortex going down, and the Inferno Parasite's going to be huge, but is he going to finish off the mothership? The one more shot? There we go.
Oh, I can't believe he did that. That was so uncharacteristic. He just let that mothership be taken over. That was a pivotal point in his army, and he is just going to chrono boost another one out as fast as possible.
Now we have more Broodlord cocoons coming forward. This is going to bring the Broodlord count to 17 once they complete.
That is so scary. Oh.
Wow, but now we have invested Terrans actually attacking the cannons this time around. So they're actually going to be doing something that's worthwhile, which is nice to see.
Yeah, and they're actually getting to attack the Nexus this time, and once again, Sunlight is he's supply blocked, so he can't actually warp in to defend it, so he's going to lose that fifth. At least he has his fourth. A small group of Blink Stalkers coming in, getting the extra Spire. They might blink down if they can to get the greater Spire, and that would be very, very nice, but I don't think Liam's going to.
Oh, and this base gets killed off in the bottom right. Nexus is being rebuilt. Spine Quarter Wall is actually creeping forward a fair degree. They're almost to the watchtower, the bottommost watchtower. But with these Colossi coming in, this is going to get taken out most likely. But I don't see an observer with his army, so they're not going to be able to deal with the creep.
That's a huge overstep. He should really, or oversight rather, he should really get an observer into his army. Blinking forward, taking out some Corruptors, trying to get whatever he can before the final engagement happens.
Yeah, the creep is really just giving so much vision. Golden knows exactly where the army is, so we actually are seeing a couple stalkers. They're actually killing off the spawning pool and the extractor up top.
Oh, are they still? Oh my god, they're still alive. Okay, so that's actually gonna be well worth the stalkers in there. It's actually really nice, but only if you can actually take down what?
There's a single Broodlord just assaulting the mid-right base.
Oh, that's actually really smart.
Yeah. Sorry, I chuckled at that because I was just like, oh, that's a nice little move. We still have 16 attacking the fourth now.
Oh, yeah. A bunch of skirms do go down, so he's really softening up. It's going to let those Blink Stalkers kill them just a little bit faster. And a huge Zealot Warp in coming into the main from Stardust.
Also from Golden, too. With all those changelings.
Oh, well, not quite the same.
No, the changelings aren't quite as powerful. But we've got 19 Broodlords pushing around over here. That fourth is now dead. This base in the mid-right is actually... that one Broodlord killed off all the shields.
Oh no. Mothership? Oh no, Mothership. Not again. Not again, Mothership.
Oh no, there we see it getting it. There's not enough for any kind of vortex. Now we see the Corruptors to come in over here to kill it off, but where are the Corruptors? There are the Corruptors on the right side. There we have Infested Terran pushing forward as well, and that's going to be the death of that Mothership.
Oh, if anything contributes, to the fact that Stardust loses this game, it's going to be losing two motherships without any fight whatsoever. That is just terrible. Luckily, though, he's doing tons of damage to Golden's main.
Yeah, it's basically gone now. These
Uh-oh.
Zells and Stalkers are just not letting up, but looks like we're starting to see both players prepare for this mid-battle. There we have so many Brood Lords, but the anti-air is rather lacking. Most of the supply in the army is taken up by Colossi on the Protoss side.
Really don't know how this is going to go. His ground army is very, very much lacking. Once the defensive terrors are down, he doesn't have a ground army, so he could blink in if he has enough blink stalkers, but I don't think he does. He has the money. Where is he warping in?
He's warping Stalkers right here in the back, but he can't get up close. Even though these Broodlords are all heavily damaged from Psystorm and everything, he just can't finish them off because the Broodlings, their numbers are just too strong. And you see him
Man, he
retreat
should.
to his main base.
Oh, okay, that's actually very smart from him. He wants to start collecting those blink stalkers. Are really going to help out. He has 5k in the bank, and he's not warping in as much as he could be. His gateway count's a little low for the stage in the game.
Yeah, he's adding on 3 more in his main base, but let's actually tally up how many warp gates exist. So far we have, looking like there's 12 on the map slash building, and that's a paltry sum.
Oh my god. It's kind of a BM hatchery going down at what would be Stardust 5th. And this army of Golden is so scary. It's almost unbeatable.
Yeah, actually, to be honest, that's also actually a really smart thing to do, just to deny that base because of the creep that comes out from the hatchery, plus he'll be able to mine from it. But now we're just seeing this death of the third base, some Psystorms going down, but it's just too little, too late. I believe we will be seeing Golden being victorious and moving on to the semifinals.
It does seem to be the case right now. Stardust's army is pretty much just these few stalkers over here. If he had a very nice blink stalker count, I would actually say he could go ahead and, even this up if he killed off all the broodlords. But unfortunately, he doesn't have that number. There's just too many broodlords and too many broodlings that this amount of stalkers is not going to help.
Yeah, the funny thing is that Gold doesn't have a lair on the field right now, so he's got broodlords that are 1-3. They do not have the capability to get their +2 attack.
Yeah, that is kind of funny. I didn't know that was required, to be honest.
Yep, for the tier 2 upgrades, you need a layer. For tier 3 upgrades, you need a hive.
Oh, well, yeah, I just didn't think of it for air. That's all.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But of course, that's true. It looks like Stardust is going to, have his last stand right here, or not. Still playing it surprisingly safe. At this point, I just would have been like, ah, shoot.
Yeah,
And
I
didn't
want to
all
know
in.
how the Broodlings can stay in the mid-air just hang out there. What is the? I want to know what the science behind that is.
They have wings, don't they? They have little flaps.
But it would make more sense. That this doesn't make sense with the laws of physics. But I know it's video game physics, so it's different physics. But still.
You know what? You know what? The different universe physics, alright?
Alright, fine.
No, actually, Earth exists. Never mind. Darn it.
Oh yeah, because the UED is the United Earth
Yeah.
Directorate.
Oh well. It's
Oh.
still, it's a game. Get over it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. As we're gonna push forward, we've got these stalkers and archons are trying to make something happen, but at this point it's just a matter of time. Unless we can see another base being thrown down by Stars, but he's even supply blocked with a 78 supply cap, and that is a monumental disadvantage. And oh no, the Nexus is gonna get camped.
Yeah, that's pretty sick by Gold, and that's really, really smart. It's the only Nexus left. It's not like he's choosing the wrong one. Oh, never mind. There's one at the natural. Where did you come back up?
I don't think it fell. I think
but-
the third one fell, but I don't think the natural actually was killed.
Oh, alright. I thought that was killed at some point, but I guess you're right. And Corruptors will actually die, so that's a nice little takeoff for the Stalkers, and he will protect the mothership that will get out, but the Broodlord army is coming, and he's not going to give him the seconds required to get up that vortex.
This is kind of funny. We're seeing the AI really working against Golden right now
Oh.
because they just keep on spreading and they're in range of those stalkers. We have more stalkers now warping in. The mothership's about to pop out. There we go, it pops out. And we have corruptors coming from all angles. So we're probably going to see them just suicide themselves and kill off the mothership.
I don't know. They
Ooh.
can't. The Blink Stalker count's actually getting fairly high right now. That bank really helping out Stardust.
Oh.
And there aren't...
He's morphing more Broodlords.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean... Okay, yeah, it goes down, so never mind. So Broodlords, that's fine. Even bringing Spine Crawlers and drones.
Oh, Golden has this game won. Oh my god, he's gonna have 22 Broodlords. He's got 22 Broodlords now.
Oh my god, if he had cut off those overseers with a mothership in here, that would have been so sick, but unfortunately that's a little too late. He can barely even blink forward, really. Like, there's too many things in his way to blink under the Broodlords, so he tries right here, as you can see. One fungal goes down, and just the AI working against him, and there you go.
Kills off that one Broodlord, and that is a small victory for Stardust in this situation because he has now been eliminated down to the losers bracket because this is a double elimination with a best of 5 play, and that means Golden is going to move on to the semifinals to play against the winner of Dignitas's Killer and Clarity Saravati.